Hello everyone, in this quick video I wanted to show how to create a virtual network of VNet within Azure using Powershell. This is something I would recommend that you kind of be familiar with, because no matter whether you're studying for AZ 104, AZ 500, any of the certification exam, you expect to see some of the Powershell commands in your exam. This is a simple one that I think gets you started. So here there are really 4 steps that we really need to do, and everything starts with creation of a resource group. And the command is pretty easy: New-AzResourceGroup, and you are providing the name. We're going to call it VNET-usign, and we're going to create it in a WestUS region. And then we're going to create the virtual network. And here the commandlet is the New-AzVirtualNetwork. We're going to provide the resource group name that we have created, okay, and location. We're going to keep the same location. We're going to call it the name of the virtual network as virtual network, and we're going to assign an address prefix. So once this is done, it will create our virtual network, and then in this virtual network we can now start adding subnets. So this is the /16. We're going to take a slice of it and we'll go to /24 and take only 255 addresses out of this huge big space and create a subnet by the name default, and which network it's from, virtual network that we created in the previous step. And at the very end we will associate the subnet to this virtual network. So let's see how it's done. So let's copy this one, the first command. Let's open up our Powershell web window, and it shouldn't take more than like 10 seconds to load, and give me the command prompt where I can start typing. Here we go. Authenticating to Azure, building Azure Drive. So there we go. So this is the first command, right? So if I click on it, succeeded, it's created my resource group. And this is another thing I would recommend that you kind of pay attention to. You may be asked questions around this, like what is the right how do you identify it? So just be aware of it, that it starts with the subscription, then your subscription ID, then your resource group name, and then the particular instance. So whenever you're deploying, just take a look at your resource ID. That's a good practice for you. Alright, so next let's create the virtual network, okay, and hit enter. Position of parameter cannot be found, WestUS. Okay, so let's fix our code, WestUS, and then hit enter. There shouldn't be any space, so let's fix it over here as well, and it should be done. Okay, the third thing is creating the subnet. So let's copy this and hit enter. So that should create the breaking change in update property name warning, new way, NAT gateway warning. Okay, these are all warnings. They're saying that there's a new way of doing it, so do it new way, but I think for now it should still be good. And at the end, what you need to do is run the last command, which is this, and as soon as this is done, we're going to go and see if everything worked the way we wanted. Okay, looks like it did. Okay, here's again your resource ID. Okay, if you see subscription ID, resource group, then the virtual network provider, Microsoft network, virtual networks, virtual network subnets, default. Okay, so let's now come back over here to our Azure network and just search for the virtual networks. and we should expect to see the virtual network that we created and we deployed in the WestUS. So let's just click on that one. So if you click on that one, this is the property we have assigned 10.0.0.0.16. Okay, that's the address space, so we got that one. And if you come down to the subnets, okay, 10.0.0.0.24 is 10.0.0.0.24 is the subnet space that I have. Now you can also do this deployment using your portal, and that's also very, very easy. But just be familiar with this little bit of code that I'm going to give you in the video, and just do some practice and just be familiar with the Powershell way of doing and deploying virtual network and adding subnets. Okay, that's all I want to cover in this video. If you're first time watching this videos, please subscribe and leave your comments about how you like it, how to improve these videos, and have a good day.